This is why the Women Economic Forum is so close to my heart. And a big thank you to our soul sister, Dr. Harbin Aurora Rai, for creating this platform for all of us. Women Economic Forum is not just an event. It is a living, breathing sisterhood that allows us to collaborate with women from all walks of life. In one room, you will find CEOs and artisans, politicians and professors, innovators and homemakers. They may come from different countries, faiths, and cultures, but they share one thing: the determination to grow, to rise, and to lift others as they climb. At WEF, I call it WEF, I have witnessed extraordinary transformations. I have seen women who arrived timid, unsure if they belonged, walk away as global leaders, their voices strong and confident. I have seen women who once believed they were alone discover that they are part of worldwide family. I have also seen partnerships forged that led to businesses, movements, and even policy changes. Women Economic Forum proves something I have always believed. Women have natural instinct, not just to survive, but to expand. Not just to compete, but to collaborate. When given the right platform, women do not diminish each other. They multiply each other's strength. This brings me to the heart of my message, the importance of cross-border business and media partnerships. In the past, borders define us. They limited who we could reach and how far our voices could travel. But today, thanks to technology and innovation, borders are not barriers. They are simply bridges waiting to be crossed. As someone who runs businesses in both Australia and in the Philippines, I know firsthand that cross-border partnerships create resilience. They allow us to share resources, to access new markets, and to learn from each other. As a publisher working with authors worldwide, I see how stories resonate across cultures because the human spirit recognizes itself in every language. But let us be clear, cross-border partnerships are not only about commerce. They're about trust. They are about empathy also. They're about saying, your success is my success. Your growth is my growth. And together we rise. She economy, like how we take this forward with she economy and G100. She economy gives us tools that, when combined with the global reach of G100, can become powerful movement. First, a community, just as my International Academy of Marawi was built on the idea that one child's education uplifts a family, she economy's community can create border mentorships, knowledge, sharing, and collaboration that uplift generations.
Territories as to whether certain languages and certain authors and certain voices, at which point they need to be amplified. The English language market dominates quite heavily, and I'm not criticizing that, but it certainly there needs to be change globally. And I feel it was something like, sorry, I'm digressing slightly because I can't help but talk about the wing and the transformative power of storytelling. But essentially using the piece of the transformative power of storytelling will tap very much into share economy in terms of, and I completely agree with you, in terms of any single person or institution, or whether it's one particular female or many collectively working together to sell in an e-commerce platform, all have a story to share. And so it's up to us to look at that and also look at it not just operationally in terms of the most efficient way of actually creating these products and then getting those to a global market, but actually looking at that from a storytelling aspect. I do feel, and I might have missed a part, so apologies if I'm repeating or asking something that's been covered, but certainly the idea of a radio or podcasting, or a method of actually having certain moderators or a certain number of people that we could look at operationally who are the ones interviewing and therefore growing this platform. It will be small steps at first, but actually it's wonderful to think that what we're growing is something that will outlive all of us. And I feel that certainly in the storytelling space, in terms of actual physical products, that's a relatively easy one, because that's people telling their stories. It might be authors who might be self-publishing. They've got their book that they want to get out there to the world. That's an easy storytelling piece because it's the actual plot and the depth of character development. In terms of some of the other e-commerce pieces out there, I think it's imperative for us to tap into exactly what you were talking about. And so whereas ideally as a group in terms of connectivity, we should be responsible for looking operationally at how we can get all of these products to a global market in the most efficient and most cost-effective way. My advice would be initially to focus on it territorially and look at operationally how we can assist each of these companies, even from a transport and logistical or warehousing perspective. It may get to a point where there can be hubs, so that actually from a cost-effective perspective, it's cheaper. But I wholeheartedly agree that that's something that could be done locally, and then that could expand globally in terms of looking at key territories. I could keep talking for a long time here. I'm very passionate about share economy. I think that I think that it feels to me as it's in early stages, and that it's something that could go very rapidly if we've got the right operational piece in place. From a book perspective, we can easily do that. And from a storytelling perspective, I'd love to be able to help and contribute in any way possible in terms of getting messages out there.
I think whether it's in Kindle or whether it's about physical books, stories play a very integral part, and I would say that with conviction because I'm currently heading an all-female-led lunar space mission where we're empowering 12,000 girls from 108 countries across the world. So what this means is each one of them come with their own story, and we're choosing to work with girls from very underprivileged background, like from migrant communities, from refugee communities, and so this is very interesting because I'm very confident that the girls that we work with are the first of their generation to expose about some technology like a space technology to their family, and storytelling is very important. We make them narrate their story, why they are part of it, and why is it important for other girls to be part of it, and this is brilliant. I'm so grateful